fuck up on my face. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Yeah, so this is Cole's
Fuck do
seventh.
you know about my struggle? Fuck do
Hey,
you
that
know about
future,
my
yeah,
pain?
I like that future
Fuck do
record
you
for
know about my
it.
fuck do you know about Jermaine? This
Oh, but
was a
not this album number one on Billboard. This is his seventh studio album, reaching number one on the Billboard charts, the Billboard 200. Not a coincidence, not a shocker there. Um, so you saying everything that you said about the album just now, Dacious. This is my
okay.
question. This is my question to you as a rapper, as somebody who has put out projects before. One, do you feel like the album has skips? And two, if you feel that way, does having skips on an album take away from its classic eligibility?
So it's a two-parter. So one, yes, it has skips, and two, no, it doesn't take away from the eligibility.
So classics can have skips.
Classics,
Classic
some
albums can have skips.
some classic albums, no matter who you are, they
I
they have skips.
I want to concur with that. I want to say like it's rare that you get a body of work that you genuinely do not want to skip one song.
Yeah.
And please correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody got like multiple albums to where you just genuinely let it, I ain't gonna lie. Ty Trebek got a couple non skips, and that's a whole conversation for an entirely different
Yeah, yeah,
episode. But I'm gonna leave
yeah.
that where
I
it's
would
at.
agree.
So,
I would agree.
but that's when you talking about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you get into a whole different
Yeah,
type of mode. So,
he got like two or
I,
three of them, huh?
Hey, this record
yeah,
about
give me my
Hey,
skill set.
this record by Jesus. This one wasn't hitting. I'm sorry.
Even bro on his new the live from what's his latest live album that won a Grammy? The because I went to
All
the
things
concert,
new,
the All Things New live album,
smash,
um
smash,
the Yahweh live from San Francisco or something.
smash.
We lift you high,
He re put out he re put out an album with
Yahweh,
the same live song.
Yahweh. But
Look Up was killer. The live version of Look Up that he put out with the live songs. I'm talking about send you to a whole worship.
but I'm gonna say this to steer back to Jermaine. I think you have to shift your perspective before listening to it, and that's one thing I didn't do. I tried to like just dive into it randomly, and you can't do that. You can't dive into it like with random songs. You could, but you're not gonna get the full effect of what he's trying to really drive home because it isn't the traditional. Oh, he giving you the traditional 808s with a synth beat and melodic rap for the melody. Like he's taking you on a journey, right? It's a conceptual album, basically spanning through the entirety of his journey, right? Pre 29, then post 29, right? I don't know if when he was 29, is that like, you know, the year he got signed or got his deal or, I think so. But like, I think the significance of it is like that was like a major turning point, within his life. And like the second chapter of it, the back half of it is, just kind of expressing, post life after 29. But um I liked how on the fall off is inevitable, and I said this in a group chat. I think the fall off is inevitable is probably like Mike fourth quarter tie game, Utah game 6,
Yeah, he
push
put the
off elbow shot. You know, I definitely think it's Kyrie esque right wing, Steph Curry mano a mano,
Born with the
fadeaway
block.
three. Iguodala, blocked by James, Game 7, money on the line, right? Or if you want to, you know what I'm saying, I get a little sexy for you, Giannis, Game 6, block, transition the other way. But you know what I'm saying?
You feel like the album, essentially what you're saying, you feel like the album and its entirety body of work is a Mike Breen.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say I was trying to watch the Joe Budden podcast to see like what kind of perspective they have. Not to say that like that's like a barometer of my music critique, but I was curious to see what like the pompous or the arrogant may say, or the super critical, what they would have to say about something. But I believe like if you're not a genuine fan of great rap or just great artistry in general, I think you have to be open-minded when you listen to it, because it was like when I heard 808s and Heartbreak for the first time, I was just like, I love it, but it's like I'm afraid because it's different, right?
Yeah,
Like
what is this?
I don't want to like it, but like I like it because I can tell it was high effort, right? Like you put a lot of craftsmanship into it, like the artistry was just bleeding out and like the creativity was just oozing out. And like from that perspective, and even the storytelling, like I just think it was on point in that regard. And I think like he was getting his point across, like, nigga, this is like my victory lap of everything I wanted to do. Like I started my career on my own terms and I'm gonna end it on my own terms. Like, and of course, when you do something right, Kendrick's body of work, right? How to Pimp a Butterfly, I believe, got is in the National Library of Congress, or one of his albums. I don't know if it's a couple albums that he has. He's like one of the few people who has body of works that have entered the Library of Congress, like considered a critical body of work, a critical piece in American history, which is crazy, right? I think it's on that level. But I think as time goes by, it's like great wine, right? It's just literally gonna get better in time. And I think people are gonna be like, oh damn, this what he was doing. Like,
It all makes sense now.
Right. Cause I feel like if you try to give an opinion after like rushing through it, like some of them like admittedly said, like, hey, I was up at 3 a.m, I'm trying to, listen to the album the whole way through. And I'm like, yeah, if you get up a few hours after that and you get on a podcast and try to talk about it, you ain't even let that thing marinate yet. This ain't one of them microwave meals. This ain't something you just pop in a microwave and be like, oh, well, you know what, this shit suck. This shit trash. Nah, this that one you put in the crock pot. You let this marinate over, you know what I'm saying? You ladder this up and your Tonys, your Larry.
Yeah. And knowing Cole is like a introspective type rapper, like you really got is like, all right, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not always like what you see, what you get. There's always some like deeper undertone, like meaning to like the bars and so on and so forth. So definitely something you gotta let marinate.
It's crazy because on the album he says two things that I thought was crazy. He says, wherever there's love, there has to be hate. And so for me, the reason why I say it's gonna be skits is because no one is gonna let this just be great. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna leave the asterisk there because he apologized. So what? But the people who really like rap, who really
that didn't even come into my mind, bro. I don't fuck.
Like, you get in the tabloids and you get around the world, like people are saying how they really feel. And
I think the album took away from that. To be honest, it's like that's not even. I don't think nobody's caring or worrying about that part. In my opinion,
right? Oh, no. Yeah, because it's just like even
you still got old niggas.
Even right now,
saying it don't matter how hard.
Even right now, like if you think about it, ever since that battle has happened, bro, and this could be a burning topic on next week's podcast. Like we can talk about how Drake has kind of gracefully floated into irrelevancy.
The doors of the pod are open.